सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
Namaskara, Solmelo. For greetings, we say Solmelo. Even if for thanks also in Tulu we say Solmelo. Okay, this is I am just welcoming everyone. Today Bhaskarna is going to take the class.
Laptop on. Okay.
Yeah. A warm welcome to each and everyone to the first class of our Ballet Tulu Patirga. On behalf of our All America Tulu Association, ATA, and Bunds Association, BANA, Bunds Association of North America. I am so happy to see you all joining from different parts of the world. And this is our third edition of the Ballet Tulu Patirga class. And it's wonderful to see how much love and enthusiasm people have for learning our beautiful mother tongue. Language connects us. It carries our culture, our roots, and our pride, our pride as Tuluas. I sincerely thank all of our teachers, Bhaskaranna, Prabhakaranna, and Jagadish, Dhyana Chettiar, Prasanna Lakshman, and Sandhya Chidanand for their dedication and teamwork in organizing this program. Without you, this program would not have been possible. Yeah, and to all our students, enjoy the learning process, speak without hesitation, and have fun with Tulu. Once again, I welcome each and everyone to this new session of Ballet Tulu Patirga. Welcome all. Thank you. Bhaskarana will take over today. Bhaskarana will take the class. Thank you, Bhaskarana. Over to you.
Okay, sure. Can you all hear me?
Hear me, Tom.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, again, thank you all for this Ballet Tulu Patirga online classes. I know you have a lot of commitments like Sundays, you have soccer, games, then you go to temple, so many other activities, and parents also, you have so many activities and so many things you already pre-planned, but you sacrificed all those things for learning our mother language or learning a new language, those for whom it is not a mother tongue. So welcome you all to this class, and the class I will go over the details about the class and everything. Let me share first. Okay, can you all see my share?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there's the very first class, and this is very colorful screen, and this is the third year of the Ballet Tulu Patirga online classes.
You will get a copy of this on the WhatsApp group, right? So just
Yeah. Okay. So there's some information. I'll start with that first. So as mentioned earlier, we will have 10 classes, and in case if you need additional, we may need one more additional class just for the evaluation. Also, in today's class, it will be a little slow, and we will start slow with the basic things, and then next class onwards, we will be a little faster. Okay, and we want to make this as very interactive session, and we will involve you as and when required. And I will go over some of the information. So these are all actually communicated to you all through your registered email, and this is also available in our WhatsApp group. And if you need any of this information, you can just look at the group description of our WhatsApp group. We have two WhatsApp groups. One is communication group and another one is assignment group. So as a communication group is used to just communicate the information about the class or anything related to the class, and assignment is exclusively for the assignments. And in the assignment, we have dedicated teachers, and there will be daily assignments for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's just a discussion, like basically what you learned, you are just using that in your home. So daily assignment homework is very, very important for the successful completion of this. Okay, you need just 5 to 10 minutes, and initially small assignments, and gradually it may like increase a bit. Okay, so this is the Zoom information. You already have that, and class ends on January 18, and we have a break in between for 1 day during Christmas. And the timing, as you know, it is 11 a.m. here in Eastern. Then India, it is 9:30 p.m. And also, when you come to this class, just bring one notebook with pencil or pen or eraser, like in case you want to note down anything. And also, a laptop or a desktop is recommended because we are displaying the text and so many things. And if it is phone, it may be too small to use, but it is your convenience. Okay, and each class contains a theory part and a practice part. So it's not like first half theory, then practice, but it will be a kind of mixed. You have something explained and then you will practice like that. Okay. Yeah, there will be a short homework every day that I mentioned already. And you have to, how homework or the assignment works is, you have to record that in your phone and submit to the WhatsApp group. Either you can record and keep it in your phone, then submit, or in the WhatsApp also you can speak to the like speaker in the WhatsApp itself, and you can submit the assignments. So basically your assignments are oral. There is nothing written that we need here. You can write and practice at home, but what we need here is your speaking skill, your conversation. That's what we need here. Okay. And also we have very wide range of students. I won't say kids. So we'll try to cover as much as possible so that it may be boring for some adults who already know something about this. And for if we go too high, it may be too tough to the small kids. So we request the parents to help the small kids so that if they are not in a position to read the text what we publish, what you say. Okay. And also we have 6 teachers, as Shivalya mentioned. So at the end of the course, we will have a project work, like you need to present something what you learned. Basically, whatever you learned in the class, that you have to present. It may be a conversation at your home, or it may be a conversation with the grandparents, or maybe a conversation in school, or anything. Or you can interview your dad, your mom, your friend, those kind of things. So it's just to show that you learned something and you're presenting that. So, and after the end of the successful completion, ATA will award a certificate. Okay, there's class information. And also all these class are being recorded, and they're being recorded, and this is available. We will publish this in the YouTube after the class. Okay, and in case we recommend you to attend all the classes, but in case you miss, then this is always there. And if you have any question, you can post that questions in the homework or the assignment group. And if you are not already joined the homework assignment or the homework WhatsApp group, please join. We will share that link It's already there in the email that we sent, and we'll also put that link in our communication group so that you can join that. Okay. Okay, next, this is our awesome team. We have a very, very dedicated teaching team. So as you know, our president Srivalli Rai Martel from Florida, and we have Reshma Chettiar from Canada, and we have Sandhya Chidanand from Illinois, and we have Diana Chettiar, our youngest teacher. She is, I think she's just a freshman in high school, right? Or yeah. And Bhaskar Shegar, myself, and Prabhakar Bhatt from Boston, and Dr. Jagdish Kumar from California, and Prasanna Lakshman from Boston. So if you have, so because we have in this class around 173 signups, so we would like all of you to remain until the end of this course and gain something, learn something, whatever we could teach. Okay, and in order to support so many people, we have 6 teachers. Like there will be 170 plus assignments every day, so everybody will be taking around 25 to 30 kids assignments every day. They're reviewing it and they will send the feedback. So there will not be any message in assignment or the homework group without any reply or any correction. Okay, so so thanks for all the teachers and their valuable time in spending in teaching you all guys. Okay, so okay, then this is also shared in our email. This is our syllabus or the 10 classes what we're going to do. So today's class is about like introduction and how to greet in Shivali, did you
Yes.
raise hand?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
In case if they miss the, if we miss their assignment, they can remind us our assignment is not checked. In case.
Please,
yes,
please, yeah. Okay. Today's class, first class, we will have some introduction about, in general, about what is Tulu Nadu, what is Tulu language, what is Tulu Lipi, and our culture. Some basic information, just sharing in case if you don't know all those details. Okay, so a quick introduction, and then we'll go to learning of how to greet in Tulu. So that is your today's basic class, and all our assignment for the next 1 week will be on greetings, like greetings and conversation. Okay, and class 2 we will go over little theory part where we will see Tulu alphabets, vowels, consonants, nouns, pronouns, verbs, tenses, adjectives, etc. So this is just to get you a feel how it is in terms of classical grammar point of view. So this is we'll have a short introduction about these things, how they are and how it is compared to other language, maybe English or Kannada, those kind of things. And then we will go to then the class 3rd will have third onwards we'll have conversational how to make sentences, conversation, etc. Then next class 4 is human body parts, clothes, color, etc. Then class 5th will be like daily use household things and conversation related to that. Then class 6 we have to do numbers, age, calendar, days, week, etc. And class 7 we will have conversation at home, like family relationships, talking to mother or dad, then parents, then different things, etc. Then we will have a Christmas break and that, but still homework will continue, but there will not be any class. And then otherwise you may miss the link during that, so we would like to keep homework like active throughout this period, but there's no class. So because many of you may have already planned vacations, those kind of things. Okay, so then we'll have a conversation at market, grocery store, school, etc. So those are the 8 classes, the teaching classes, and then we have project work. Because we have so many kids, we have dedicated 2 days for that, 2 hours for that. Okay. So today's class, we are going to, as I mentioned, going to talk about Tulanad, language history, Lipi, then how to grade and all those things. Okay. Then we'll go over what will be there in the homework. Okay. So do you have any questions so far? Okay. And also in today's class, I will be using mostly English so that you will understand. And as we go to the class 2, 3 and all, no, then we will mix English with Tulu. Then after that, maybe only Tulu at the end of this thing, so that you will know how the conversation and the new words are, how you can learn. Okay. Okay. Any questions? If there is no question, I think we'll go over the class structure. Okay. Okay. So, where is Tulanad? What is Tulu? What is the language? And what is the Lipi? What is the script? So, if you see in this is from Britannica Encyclopedia. And this area here, this is a small part in Karnataka state of
your
India.
screen is not shared. We don't
It's not
see your
shared?
screen. No.
It's there. It's there.
Is
Yeah.
there?
We can
Yeah,
see it.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Sorry.
can see it.
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see only you.
Maybe your local setting, right? Everybody can see,
Yeah,
right?
maybe. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So this is India map. This map is based on the language. So and some political boundaries also shown here. So here the number 9 is the Tulu language. So this is a small area here in the Karnataka state. So, but the area may be very small, but the history goes back more than 2,500 years. The written and the known history of more than 2,500 years. Okay, so as we can see that the different languages here, Tamil, Toda, Kota, then Irula, Malayalam, Kannada and all. So this is the area called Tulanad, the small area. And if you compare to United States, this is a needle-sized area. So this way the Tulu language originated some 2,500 years ago. Okay. And Tulu is one of the 5 southern languages. They're called as Dravidian languages. It's called in Sanskrit, or in the literature, it's called as Pancha Dravida Bhasha, like 5 Dravidian language. Tulu is one of them. Okay. But there are states in India based on languages, but there is no state for Tulu, but it's part of Karnataka. There are many languages in India where without any states, but most of the states are based on languages. Okay. So then how the Tulu language was developed? So this is the structure of Tulu language, how it originated and how it developed. So these are all the Dravidian languages. So it started with, okay, these are all, whatever the information I share here, they're all available in internet. This is from Britannica Encyclopedia, and most of the things you will see it in either in this encyclopedia or Wikipedia, or many of the universities, libraries, etc., those kind of things. Okay. So if you see here, so this is the bottom line is the current languages spoken in India, basically Dravidian languages. So you have Tamil here, and you have Malayalam here, you have Kodagu here, and it's Kodawa, it's called. It's in Kodagu, then Kota, Toda. These are the different languages derived from Dravidian languages. So if you see here, Tulu is one of the language which developed along with other Dravidian languages, and it was developed independently. And there are so many deviations in other whatever the other branch of this link, and there's a lot of variation, but Tulu remained independent and developed independently and has remained as a unique language. So as per the experts, Tulu, there are written evidences mentioning about Tulu language, Tulu people, Tulunaad, since 2,500 years. Okay, and also Tulu is mentioned in the Tamil literature. If you would have heard about Tulu, Tamil, famous Tamil oldest literature, there's the Tirukkural. So Tulu is also mentioned in that, and Tulu is also mentioned in one of the oldest Kannada inscription called Halmidi inscription. That also Tulu is mentioned in that. Okay, so this is some information of the Tulu, and also, so when you say it's 2,500 years old language, so one of the main reference what we get is from the Greek literature. There is a Greek mime or a skit called Sheraton Mime, and it mentioned about a language from coastal India, and the historians, the language experts, they mention it as it is the earliest form of Tulu. So this is the earliest form of reference what we get for Tulu. And at the time, like Greeks had trade relationship with Tulunaad, and that time there are many ports in the coastal area where they had the trade lanes, trade relationships, and one of the place near Udupi called Udyavara, current Udyavara, it was one of the main trading port, and Greece called it as Odora. I think these are mentioned in Greek literature by Ptolemy and many other books. Okay, so we are so proud of these kind of language history we have, but of late, because there was no patronage, there was no king's patronage for this language, so there is no significant literature work in this. Maybe it was there, but we don't see it. It might have destroyed. Okay, and also if you have heard about Vijayanagara Empire, and it's also started by a Tuluva commander, and this is from Britannica again, and it says Tulunaad was the original homeland of the dynasty that established Vijayanagara Empire. And just to give an example, Vijayanagar is the capital, Hampi was the capital of this Vijayanagara Empire, and it was the world second biggest city at that time. Okay, so then that's about the Tulu language and its history. And the Tulu Lipi, or the script, for a long time people thought there is no script for Tulu, but the script existed, and mainly like around 1830, the Basel mission came to India, and at that time they used Kannada language to print the literature, and that after that Tulu Lipi was like people forgot it, and recently one of the Tulu scholar, Dr. Venkataraja Pundichitaya, he rediscovered the history behind that, and then this came into light. And we also in ATA and also GATA, Global Association, there are online courses going on right now. We also teach this Tulu Lipi, and we already had three classes, 3 sessions. Actually, since 3 years we are having 3 batches. So we'll have next to Tulu Lipi if you are interested, and we recommend request you to join that. And actually, there are some people who in this group. I think Nirmala Kumari, she joined our Tulu Lipi class earlier, and so here it is, Tulu Lipi. And this also like very prominent, very developed Lipi or the script. And the earliest script about Tulu Lipi encryption, we can see one that's found at Belattur. It's in near Mangalore. It belongs to, it mentions about 1159 AD. That was the where the Tulu Lipi is clearly written. And also one thing, when you say Tulunad, we cannot miss the Alupa dynasty. So Alupa dynasty ruled Tulunad for almost 1,400 years. So that's the longest dynasty ruling Tulunad. And they were, sometimes they were independent, and sometimes they were under different rules, like Vijayanagara, Kadambas, Chalukyas, and all those dynasties. When they're ruling, they were under them, ruling the Tulunad area. Okay. So literature point of view, as I mentioned, there are not many old literature, but the earliest literature we could see was Kaveri. This was written in, I think, 17, something like that, 1700, and Sri Bhagavato. And this is Tulu Mahabharata of the 14th century is the first literary work on Tulunad. And there are hundreds, maybe thousands of palm leaf, Thalegari, palm leaf inscriptions, literature in coastal area, which is using Tulu Lipi. Okay, but the content of those Lipi are mostly Sanskrit. Sanskrit was written in Tulu Lipi. Okay, in Tulu Lipi, when you learn, if you join, then we'll have more details on that. Okay, so that is about
Bhaskar? Yeah, these books appear in Kannada script because the printing press was in Kannada.
Okay.
People used to write in manuscripts and by hand. When it came to printing, only Kannada printing was available. That's why they are written in Tulu language, but a Kannada script because of the press.
Correct. Yeah, that's how that when Basel mentioned like used Kannada script, so that it wanted to spread the script, the language to a larger area, they use Kannada. Yeah, thanks, Basel, for the clarification. Okay, so now let's start our actual class. Okay, so let's start with greetings. So whenever you meet a person, anybody, you will greet. So how do you greet in English, right? Simple greeting. What you'll do? Either you say hello, good morning, how are you, right? So if you meet somebody in a corridor or in a home or in a school or in the market, wherever, so it's customary to wish, right? It's a simple greeting. Either you say hello or good morning and how are you? How do you do? Those kind of words. There are many way of doing. Let's stick to one thing. So let's say this hello or good morning. Then how are you? Okay. So how do you say this in Tulu? In Tulu, hello or good morning, there's a one word is called solmelu. 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 That are 3 syllables. And how are you is encha ullar. How is encha? Ulla is you. R, that is R. Okay. So like any other Indic languages, so when you say sentence in English, so any other these Indic languages, the translation is not word by word. It is based on the grammar and how it is practiced. So here, hello is or good morning. Then for hello, it is Solmelu. Then how are you is Encha Ullar. Okay. So there's another way of saying Solmelu is the Tulu word, but we also commonly use Namaskara. Like if you see other languages, Dravidian languages or Hindi or Marathi, anything, you say Namaskara or small variation with Namaskara, like Namaskara, Namaskaram, Namaskaram, or in Telugu like Namaskaralu, those kind of things. There may be some variation, like Bengalis may say Namaskar, something like that. So basically, it is a slight variation of Namaskara. So we can either use Namaskara Encha Ullar. Good morning, how are you? So if the exact translation of good morning, we will, it's a little different, but for now, for greeting point of view, for hello or good morning, we will just make it as Namaskara or Salmer. Okay, it's from greeting point of view. So if you want to know exact, like good morning is in the Tulu, it's called Kandeda Edeflu. So that's another way of saying that is, we don't want to make it that detailed, but you can use that word also. Okay, so okay, simple greeting. Hello, good morning, how are you? Hello or good morning is Solmelu. How are you is Encha Ullar. Ulla is the verb, Encha is you. How are you is Encha Ullar. Ulla becomes Ullar. Okay. Yeah. Nirmala Kumari raised the hand. Yeah.
Yes, if Ullar is plural, how do you say singular?
Yeah, singular is Ulla. Encha Ulla.
Ulla.
Singular is Ulla. Okay. So another thing is, another thing in Tulu is, it is, we can say this may be the exact translation of Tulu, English, but in Tulu we say with respect, and when it's third person, and like when you say respect, it can be the single person with respect, or it can be plural. Say, for example, if I meet all here, we have 70 plus logins here, people here. So I can say Solmelu Encha Ullar. That means, how are you? It's a plural. Okay. I'm addressing everybody. Encha Ullar, how are you all? It's like, how are you guys kind of thing. How are you all? It's like Encha Ullar. But I can use the same thing. Encha Ullar for one person. When I say it's for one person, it is with respect. With respect, that's Encha Ullar. It means like if I meet my close friend, so we in that case we just we are kind of equal. We are very casual. Like when we talk with the like-minded people, very close people, same age, and that kind. This is unique to like Indian culture, our culture, Indian culture, and also when we meet our friends, then we casually talk. Hey, Encha Ullar. Solmelu Encha Ullar. Hey, Encha Ullar Chan. But if I meet my teacher or my parent or my father's friend or my father, then I'll say even if it's a single person, I say Encha Ullar. If I meet my teacher, I'll say Encha Ullar. So I use Encha Ullar only for the it's with the casual talk with the equal what is weightage or importance, you can say. Okay.
Maybe younger people also.
Yeah, younger people also. Yeah, so as Encha Ullar. So younger people. So that's one thing. Okay. Sangeeta raised hand.
Hi, Bhaskar Uncle. Are we gonna also learn the pronouns? So like, like a
Yeah. So this one, right? Yeah, we did not want to start with the boring grammar at the first class. That's part of the second and third class. We will be going over that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let us try this one. Let's say I'll stop sharing. Or you can look at this and say, okay. And let me show that. Okay. Okay. Can you all say Solmelu Enchaular?
Solmelu enchullar.
Solmelu enchaular.
Okay. Let us see all. Okay, let's see. So the first word, the wishing, the first few words that you learn is Solmelu Enchaular. Solmelu Enchaular. Okay. Okay. So this is a question. Okay, you ask a question. So Enchaular. Okay. Now we got the few words. Okay. So now let's see how to respond to that. Okay. Okay.
So tomorrow morning, greet everyone at home with Solmela and Cholar.
Yeah, we have more to come. That that is the very first thing. Okay. Okay. So we all looked at this Solmelu Encholaru Namaskara Encholar. Okay, both are good. Okay. Now little complicated, not very complicated. Let's talk and addressing a person. Okay. So we saw that hello, good morning, how are you? Okay. Now this is very generic, so you don't know. You can tell this to anybody. You can tell this to anybody. Like when if you walk in the school, in the corridor, or if you're in the market, then say you can say this one to anybody. Hello, Encholar. Like people, it's for courtesy. Even if you don't know the person, you can just say, "Oh, Solmelo Encholar." You can say, "Hi, how are you?" Then generally say without expecting a response, you can do that. Okay, but so if you meet somebody really important and they are interested in you, you know them, those kind of things, then what do we say? So how do we say? So in that case, we will say Namaskara and the name Enchaular. You can say it. So if I meet my friend, if I meet Shivali, Namaskara Shivali Enchaular. Okay. So for that, how do you do that? Like Namaskara Shivali Enchaular. So then maybe say for example, you're on vacation and you are visiting all over US, and suddenly you went to Washington DC and you happen to go to White House and you see Trump. Then what do you say? Namaskara Trump Enchaular. Okay. And then say you went to Seattle, where our Bana president Manju Anna resides. So if you meet him there, or you go to Bana convention, then you meet Manjunath Shetty, the president of Bana, then how will you say? Solmelu Manju Anna Encholar. Okay.
Anna means brother.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, good.
Anna and Akka. These are commonly used for the affection.
So that is all elder person addressed with respect as Anna in Tulu, and all elder they addressed as Akka. So that is our tradition. So if somebody
this is general, Bhaskar. If for parents you don't say Anna, there are different words. Learn later.
The third person, So parents,
like brother and sister.
So you don't say this to the direct family relatives. If he's brother, then you'll say. If a sister, you'll say. But you will not say that your father. Father, you always say your address father. Okay, we'll talk about that also. And also say when you are in DC, you also met
Vance.
Our vice president. What says second? How is address? First woman, second woman, right? Yeah, I think
second lady.
Second lady, So Usha Vance, if you after meeting Trump, suddenly you also saw JD Vance and Usha Vance. So the people who don't know, Usha Vance is wife of JD Vance, the vice president of the United States, and she's from India, She is from Andhra Pradesh. So, so if you meet her, so any person, you can say Solmel Ushaka Enchullar. Okay, so this I'll say with the names to the relationship. Okay, let's repeat this so that's how we learn, right? Otherwise, let's say we'll greet our president Shivalli. Okay, let's all say Namaskara Shivalli Enchullar.
Namaskara.
Enchullar.
Namaskar Shivalli Akka.
Yeah, we can say Shivalli Akka too. Okay, Shivalli Akka too. Okay, because see, we are using Ullar. So that's with respect. Okay, so we'll also say Namaskar to our Trump.
Namaskara Shivalli
Namaskara Trump Enchullar.
Trump Anna. Trump Anna.
Trump Anna Enchullar. Okay.
Is it wrong? Is it wrong to say Namaskara Shivalli Encha Ullar?
That's perfectly okay.
Perfectly. Okay.
Yeah. Enchullar Ir. So
The ear is
that's, yeah, that is Enchullar Ir.
How are you?
How are you? Yeah.
You is ear. Ear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we wanted to put in the simplest form. Okay.
Ear enchullar. Enchullar ear is okay. Ear enchullar. That also okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can just say Encha Ullar, or you can say Ir Encha
Ear
Ullar.
enchullar.
Ir
Yes.
Enchullar, yeah.
For those who know Kannada, it will be Neevu Hegiddiri or just Hegiddiri. और हिंदी आप कैसे हैं और just कैसे हैं. Neevu
कैसे हैं आप?
means leave.
आप कैसे है? All three are okay.
Yeah.
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ
ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಸಾಕು.
Enchullar. Enchullar
ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ.
All three are correct. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold the class, but just another quick. This is so interesting and nice. This whole recording of this today's class will be available with
Yes.
all that is being spoken.
Yeah.
Or just the slides.
No,
Class
slides
will-
as well as
Entire
recorded.
class will be there.
So all that you guys said earlier on, everything will be there for us to watch.
Yes.
Very nice.
A
Very
day,
nice. Thank you.
a
Thank
day
you.
or two after the class,
Yeah.
we will send a link to the recording. So
Yeah,
you
if
can
you have
put-
shared
Everything
you
will
shared
be
it-
in the WhatsApp description.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm very eager to show my wife because she's from Udyavar. So I want to tell her that your
And
place
you
was
should
a
learn
trading-
from her too.
Oh yeah. That's very important. That
Yeah, I have to tell her that your place was a trading post 2,500 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm very, very eager to tell her that.
Yes.
Yeah. Just ask her to. Do you know what is Odora?
Udyavar.
Udyavara.
Yeah, she's from Udyavara. Yeah, I go there all the time and spend
Oh,
time
okay,
there.
okay,
It's a
okay.
beautiful place. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks.
So we talked about now names, and also now let's talk with some conversation with the relationship. Okay, so we did not want to like complicate much of things like Encha Ullar Ir other things. So we have it in later stages in assignments. Okay, those kind of things. Okay, now with the relationship. So some of the relationships I mentioned here, it's like mother is Amma, Ammeru, Papa, Appa. These are Tulu words that it's father. And Ajjer, we call it as Ajja or Ajjer for grandfather. And grandmother is most loud. So we have so many names: Ajji, Dodda, Ammamma. So similarly, uncle is called Mama. Then aunt is called Mami. Those words. Okay. So just for reference, I put it here. Okay. So with the relation, say if you want to like greet your mom, Solmel Amma Enchullar. And again, you can also say Enchullar Ir. How Hegiddiri, Amma Hegiddiri New. So both are correct, but yeah, we will use the easy part of that. Okay. So Solmel Amma Enchullar. So solmel ammere enchullar. So this is with the respect. Ammeru ammere, it's called with respect for dad. Ammere enchullar. Solmel papa enchullar. Solmelu appa enchullar. Okay, and similarly for the grandfather, namaskara ajjere. I just gave the example. Either you can use solmelu or namaskara. Both are okay, but solmelu is the Tulu word. Namaskara is derived from Sanskrit. Okay.
Bhaskar?
Ah.
Ammege appe is another word for amma, for mother.
Yeah,
For mother.
yeah, that is also used. Yeah, that's one thing. If you are a Kannada person, so then there is a difference. Like amme, it's not amma. Amme is called father.
Mother.
Appe is called mother. But when you write it in Kannada, there is no appe. That sound is not there in Kannada, so it becomes appa or appe. So sometimes people confuse with Kannada, but yeah. But do not worry about that part. But you can just use it as solmelu amma, solmelu ammere, or solmelu appa. And namaskara ajjare enchullar, or namaskara mama enchullar. You can always use ear here, enchullar ear. So you're stressing again with the person. Okay. So shall we repeat all these again? Okay, all of you. Let's say start with the names. Okay. Namaskara Shivalli enchullar.
Namaskara Shivali
Namaskara Trump enchullar. Namaskara Usha akka enchullar. Okay, awesome. Ullaru. Okay. Encha ullaru. Namaskara ajjere enchullar.
Namaskara ajjere enchullar.
So if you are encha ullaru. Okay, so the new words here is solmelu amma encha ullar. 4 words, or the person, or the basic 3 words are solmelu encha ullar. Those 3 words if you learn, so then they are, that is how you read. Okay, what is wrong? Okay, so now say we said greeting and response, right? So you said good morning, how are you? So we all said all those things, but when you say good morning, they will respond, right? How do they respond? Or if somebody greet you, how do you respond? If you meet somebody, you wish you great, and they will reply. They will greet you back. Like Iren Niklu Erla Tuyarda Aklige Niklu Namaskaram Alparu. Akulu Niklagincha Wapas return Namaskaram Alparu. How do they respond back? Okay. So let's see some example for that. Okay. So we know this solmelu enchularu. Solmelu yan usharulle ire enchularu. We saw this. Okay. So this is how we respond. Okay? So solmelu yan usharulle ire enchularu. Okay. How are you? Okay. So solmelu enchularu. If somebody asks you, then you will respond saying that solmelu yan ushar ulle ir encha ullaru. Okay, so here the meaning of this every word later. Solmelu yan means I, ushar ulle Eer encha ullar. How are you? Eer encha ullar. Okay. So can we all say this one? Say, let's say, Prabhakar Bhatt will say, Solmelu encha ullar.
Solmelu
Okay. Okay. So another way is if you are using namaskara, you are just replace Solmelu with the namaskara. Namaskara, Yan Usharulla, Irenchulla. Okay. So now if you are using the same thing, like we are you're talking to somebody and they respond how with the name, like say somebody, we have Nidhi here. So Nidhi is one of our students. Says Solmelu Shivalli Enchaullar. Okay. So how will be the response for this? How will Shivalli respond to this? So we have the example here. Solmelu Yan Usharulla Irenchaullar. So how will Shivalli respond this?
Solmelu Nidhi Yan Usharulle Irenchullaru. Enga kenlege question ire Nidhi kenle question.
Unmute reply.
Unmute malte kenle enk. Yan kenme. Solmelu Nidhi enchullaru. Yanu Usharulle Irenchullaru. Irenchullaru. Ijindan. Okay.
Irenchullaru. Okay.
Usharullara.
Okay. So Nidhi will ask Solmelu Shivalli Enchaularu. Then Shivalli will respond Solmelu Yan Usharulle Nidhi Irenchaularu. So you can also say, as Shivalli said, Solmelu Nidhi Yan Usharulle Irenchaularu. You can say that. So both are correct, but let's stick to one way of saying that. Okay. So Shivalli will say Solmelu Yan Usharulle Nidhi Irenchaullar. Okay. So say Arjun says, Arjun meets Trump somewhere suddenly. So he says Solmelu Trump Enchaullar. Then Trump is a great person and he loves Tulu and he learned Tulu. And he says Solmelu Yan Usharulle Arjun Irenchaullar. Okay. So these are the examples. Solmelu Yan Usharulle Arjun Irenchaullar. Okay. So okay. Then still it is good morning. I am fine. How are you? So let's say, how do you conclude, right? You should say thank you, right? So, okay. Okay. I'll say how we say thank you. So this is again the same thing. What conversation between Shivalli and Nidhi, like if Shivalli meets Nidhi, she'll say Solmelu Nidhi Enchaularu. Then Nidhi will say Solmelu Shivalli Yan Usharulle Irenchaullar. Okay. It is just conversation. What Shivalli was saying, that is switch between Shivalli and Nidhi. Just it's like a question and the answer. So here, if you see here in the both the cases, in the previous case as well as this case, like here Shivalli says, Shivalli Solmelu Nidhi Enchaullar. For that, Nidhi will respond Solmelu Shivalli Yan Usharulle Irenchaullar. So there's a question mark in our conversation, our sentence. That means you are asking Shivalli, how are you, right? Right. So when you talk, if the conversation starts with, if you meet somebody, you say, good morning, how are you? Then you will say, good morning, I am fine. Then you'll say, thank you. Right. So here also, so Solmelu Srivalli. So here Nidhi says, Solmelu Srivalli, Yan Usharulle, Iri Enchollaru. Or Arjun says, Solmelu Tram, Yan Usharulle, Arjun, Iri Enchollaru. So there is a question mark. So we need to conclude that. Okay. So we basically say, I'm fine too. Thank you. Right. So here, good morning. How are you? Then you, good morning. How are you? You greet. Then the response will be, good morning. I'm fine. How are you? And you conclude with that, I'm fine too. Thank you. So here Srivalli says, Namaskara, Enchollaru. And say, she says to Reshma, Reshma is one of our teachers here, Namaskara, Yan Usharulle, Ir Enchollaru. So it's a question mark. Then you will conclude saying, Yan La Usharulle, Solmelu. Either we can say Yan Usharulle, Solmelu, or Yan La. La means here also, I'm fine, thank you. Say here, concluding response, you say, I'm fine too, thank you. You say, oh, I'm fine, thank you. You can say those two.
I'm also.
Yeah, I'm fine too. I'm also fine. Yeah, you respond like this. I'm fine too. Thank you. Yeah, it can be the same meaning, but we wanted to keep a translation for that. So here, Srivalli says she meets Reshma in our Siri Parba and she says Namaskara Enchollaru. Reshma says Namaskara Yan Usharulle Ir Enchollaru. For that, Srivalli says Yan La Usharulle Solmelu. Okay, so this is how the conversation ends. Okay, so next, let's say we'll put the name also in some other places, like we started being, right? Somebody already responding, can we use name? Yeah, so we can use name here. This is an example. Same thing what we talked, like Srivalli, when she meets Reshma, she says, Namaskara Reshma Enchollaru, or Solmelu Reshma Enchollaru. Then Reshma says, Namaskara Srivalli, Yan Usharulle, Iri Enchollaru. Srivalli says, Yan La Usharulle, Reshma, Solmelu. Solmelu is thank you. As Srivalli mentioned at the beginning, she started with Solmelu and also she ended with Solmelu saying that thank you. So Solmelu is like we use for greet as a good morning or as a hello, and also we used as a thank you, dhanyavad for those words also. Okay, so this is a greeting example, and okay, I think we reached our time. So this is the basic conversation, and few words like Namaskara, Encha Ullaru, Ushar Ulle, Iru, then Solmelu. These are the words what we learned today. Okay, Srivalli Renchane.
Yes.
Yeah.
These words might be so foreign to you. You might feel very discomfort saying it in the initially, like in the beginning. Once you start, like 4 or 5 times, if you greet at home or someone, then you are used to that. Then it comes to you. You need not memorize or anything. 4, 5, 6 times, just go and ask your friend, ask your mother, ask your sister, Enchollar. Then that will come to you automatically. Maybe Kathy is here. You might feel, what are they teaching? What is this word? Right? It is so foreign to you, these words. You never heard of it, right? But for 5 times or 6 times, just it might be difficult. There might be someone next to you, like who is talking. You said your husband is Tulu, right? So Tulu speaker. Just go talk to him every day, like 4 or 5 days. Then automatically it comes to you. Okay.
Yeah. Let me also put meaning of this, so that I put here just a color matches here. If you see the thing. The meaning of that I just colored so that it matches to the exact word in Tulu. But let me put the meaning of that also. Okay. So this is what we wanted to cover today. And also there is some advanced thing. So it may be too little advanced. It may be too tough to the small kids, like less than 10 years old. So let me just go over this because you are going to do this as a homework. Okay. So here, this is self-introduction in English and Tulu, how we introduce ourselves, okay? So in English, we say, let me take another 3 to 4 minutes, okay? What is your name? in English, and say my name is Anya. You respond in English. But in how do you do it, Tulu? What is your name? So here, your is Irena, Pudar is name, Enchina is basically what. Okay. So this may be a little tough just for the people who are very new to any kind of Indic language. But if you know any of the Indic language, like languages derived from Sanskrit or from Dravidian languages, this is common. I think there are some European languages also, like some are like this. So it's not exactly word by word positional translation, but it's a word by word translation, but words are rearranged to reflect the meaning of the sentence that corresponds to that language. Okay. So
Bhaskar,
yeah.
you already heard Ir Enchavular.
Yeah.
Your means Irena.
Yeah, Irena, yeah. You were, yeah, so far, yeah, this is you were here, right? You say red, your is Irena. Okay. So Ir means you. You say in English, you say you were you as one word, but in Tulu or in any other Indic language, you have you, and you has two meaning, like it is with respect and with this one casual. So that was you becomes Ir, your becomes Irena here. Okay. Irena, Pudar, Enchina. So response is, what is your name? Irena, Pudar, Enchina. And sometimes with respect, they call it as Irena, Pudar, Enchine. That's also fine. Okay.
Another thing, when you were talking initially, like now you are learning, right? Beginner, always talk like a Irena. No, give respect to everyone.
Yeah. That's why you wanted to put
That
like
is
that.
better.
Yeah.
Always. Don't need to learn now the formal way, because in case if there is a elders, if you are going and addressing them in a formal way like then it is not correct. We always give respect to the elders. We have a respect that is a formal. If you know this Spanish, then you might understand what we are trying to say, Kathy. Or else try to stick to give respect, like a that is always a plural, like not like a singular form. Yeah, that is
Like in Kannada, Nimma instead of Ninna, we say Nimma, or Hindi Aap instead of Tu. So it's safer to say with respect than just singular.
If you know Spanish, like a usted and tu, usted and tu, you know, right? Do you know Spanish? Kathy, I am talking to you. No, you don't know. Okay, then it doesn't matter.
That's fine. Okay. So here, Irena, Pudar, Enchina. So in that you can also say, you can replace Irena with the Ninna if you are asking a younger person this thing. So, but you can always use the respectful word to the younger person also. For the kid also, we'll say with love, Irena, Pudar, Enchine, like that. Right? Irena, Pudar, Enchina. Okay. So yeah, what is your name? My name is Anya. Irena, Pudar, Enchina, Enna, Pudar, Anya. Okay. So that's one thing. Another is, what is your mother's name? My mother's name is Reshma. So this, what is your mother's name? That's English. In Tulu, it becomes Irena, Amma. Amma is mother. Ammana is mother's. Pudar is name. Enchina is what? Irena, Ammana, Pudar, Enchina.
ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು?
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಯ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು? ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಯ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು? ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿಯ ಹೆಸರು ರೇಷ್ಮಾ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಇರೇನ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಪುದರ್ ಎಂಚಿನ, ಎನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಪುದರ್ ರೇಷ್ಮಾ. Okay. So similarly, this is for father. Father is Ammeri. We already mentioned about that. Ammeri or Papa or Appa. There's so many. Ayya also they're called. Anna also some people call. So like that. Okay. What is your father's name? My father's name is Ram. So it is Irena Papa Na. Fathers. Papa is father. pudar enchina. Enna pappana pudar ram. Okay. And similarly, what is your brother's name, brother? My brother's name is Dhyan. So what is your brother's name? In Tulu becomes Irena Meghyana Pudar Enchina. Enna Meghyana is my brother's Pudar Dhyan. Okay. Sangeeta raised her hand. Yeah.
Hi, sorry. So what's the difference between enchina and dade?
Okay, so that is actually the same meaning. Enchina is like exactly same meaning. Dade, it's like Dada and Enchina. They
regional.
have the both meaning.
It's a
Okay.
regional.
Some
Okay,
place
okay.
it is used Dada, some place used
Both
Enchina.
means what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
regional
So you can
variation,
use that. That's absolutely fine. That is also
parts
okay.
they use enchina or
Yeah,
dada.
in South India, our areas, we have north and south and east, west. These areas use their own words. Dada,
Yeah.
enchina, both are same. Daita, dada means also what?
Yeah,
Daita.
that.
Yeah, that also
Enchina.
comes. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Daita,
Yeah, great.
dada, all are good. All are the same. Yeah.
Okay. So then, okay, let's go over the homework. Then we'll. Swati raised her hand. Okay.
Yeah. You have used word Megya for brother, right? Can we use Anna also there?
Yeah, sure.
Actually,
Yeah, Megya is
Megya means
younger
younger
brother. Yeah,
brother.
that's another
Younger
thing.
brother.
Megya means
Anna
younger
is
brother,
older.
older brother.
Yeah.
And can we add a undu in the end, like enna ammana pudar Shweta undu, like no?
Not undu.
Not
If
undu. Avu undu is not
it's
generally
there.
used.
Undu means it's there.
It is exactly translates to that undu. Adundu panali. So that means it's like more of literature kind of sentence. Enna ammana pudaru Sita adundu. That is okay, Ancha. So I think that it's not wrong, but it's more like generally used in literature, right? More kind of what is that? Literary way of
Variations.
No,
Variations.
even what you said, undu, right? Those people who are there in Bombay, they are speaking this to Hindi, right? They speak like that.
Hey, like that, hey.
Hey, yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
Hey is
exactly.
undu,
Exactly.
yes.
Hey is undu, yeah, right.
Yeah, those Bombay people use that. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not wrong. But when you colloquial way, but when you do the conversation, Patarnaga, we will not say Ennammana pudar Lalita adundu.
Right, we do it with Hindi way. Hey.
Yeah. It's not wrong, but yeah, it's absolutely perfect. But generally, we don't use it. Okay. So, for example, Ennammana pudar Lalita, I'll say Ennammana pudar Lalita adundu. So it may be used in a different context. Adundu panda, it might have been different earlier, maybe. That kind of thing. Maybe it's changed later. Adundu, it's kind of like present continuous tense in that. It comes in that Adundu. So that means it conveys a message saying that it might have been different earlier. Some kind of thing. But it's perfectly okay to use that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so here are the homework assignment for this week, Monday. So you have to say this 5 times, record and send for Monday. Practice generic greeting and self-introduction 5 times a day. So we will send this, what to say, what to record. We will send tomorrow morning what you have to say in 5 times. Okay, we'll send every day in the morning. We will post this. What is that day's homework? Okay, so for Monday is that practice generic greeting and self-introduction, like generic greeting Namaskara enche ullaru, solmelu enche ullaru, bokka, then self introduction is, my name is Bhaskara, something like that. So we'll give that. So you replace with the name with your name and then submit the assignment. Okay. So then Tuesday also again we'll post, every day we'll have different things. Okay, we'll add one more sentence, like for Tuesday we'll practice greeting mother. You greet mother, then self introduction and mother's introduction. You say, you greet mother, then like solmelu amma enna pudaru Arjun, enna ammana pudaru Shivali. Okay, you can say that like that. So Anja. So like that, that's how you record and send. Then you practice that 5 times. Okay, we'll have that 1 time, 2, 3, 4 times, whatever is required. We'll put that, and every day you have different things. Like you increase, like after mother, then your father, then you with your grandparents, then siblings, then relatives, those kind of things. This is for this week. Yeah, you greet all your parents and relatives, your brothers, your siblings, and introduce them and yourself. That is the homework for this week. Okay. And also for some self-study material here, if you want. So we have some variations when you say, as I mentioned in the beginning, the time of the day, what you say in English, then exact translation Tulu, those kind of things. Like anytime if you say hello, solmelu, namaskara, you can use. Then the morning we say good morning, and you can say kandeda eddepulu. So this is just for your reference, and in the not if you want to try, you can use, like instead of good morning, you can say, instead of solmelu, just saying solmelu or namaskara, you can replace with kandeda eddepulu. So then like afternoon, good afternoon, you can say solmelu, but also it's very rarely used in Tulu, but you can say madhyana eddepulu. That's also perfect, those kind of things. Then evening, good evening, vaya eddepulu, like that, or you can generally say sol. Okay, and good night, you can say ratreda eddepulu. So any time of the day, you can say good day, dinata eddepulu, like that. Okay.
I know it's long.
Okay, so this is some advanced stuff. If you are really interested, you can just go over this. Okay, and also some examples here I've given here, like for the different relationship, how do you greet? Okay, like mother, then how are you? Then whether using singular or plural or with respect. So mostly plural and with respect, they're always common. Okay.
There is a noise.
Okay,
Please
that's
mute
end of the
yourself.
class.
Yeah, class is over. Yes.
Plus, sorry, we took little more because of our first class and introduction, all those kind of things. Okay. So just wanted to hear your feedback, like what is attempt we are doing. Obviously, we are not real teachers. We try to teach our best way that we know, and we form the syllabus so that it will have all the contents of the language, conversation, grammar, and what is required. Our aim, our intention is to make you fluent in conversation at home, school, and what is basically required. If you want to call your grandparents at your home, then you that's one great exercise. Okay, here, so all the kids, or you can always talk, if you don't know, you can always talk to your grandparents with your new learned sentences. Okay, you have to talk to your grandparents if you are here or wherever you are. Okay, or the parents may be busy, but your grandparents or your aunts, they will be always ready to help you. Okay, use these words to talk to your parents, grandparents. Start with greeting, and then you can start conversation. Then they will be very happy to do that. Okay. Also, if you have any like questions, feedback, please let us know. We will try to incorporate for the next class. Is it too fast, too slow, too much, or complicated?
Good to
Yeah. I see lot of kids here. Tonight or tomorrow morning, everyone should call your grandparents and first sentence you should ask, Encholar.
Okay.
And you know
Yeah.
now, if it is a grandfather, you call him Ajja or Tata, whatever. Ammamma,
Yeah.
if it is Dodda, Encholar, Ajja, Encholar. Kathy, you can call your mother-in-law and ask her, Mommy Encholar.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes.
Ah,
And,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Kids,
Yeah, okay.
and yeah, I see everyone here, all the kids here. You are calling, right? Calling your grandparents or aunt. Aunt is a mommy, mama is a uncle. Okay. Everyone doing it, right?
Yes.
Right, kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we will
You
post this
pleasantly
as soon as
surprised them.
possible. Yeah, as soon as possible, post this. But if you're driving, just play this on your car. Going to school, going to activity, just play this. Then there is audio. You will be able to correlate your conversation. You'll remember, so you'll not forget. Okay, so that you can. That's a very good practice because I used to do this for my daughter, my kids. And that's really not only this, because you have gone through this because you know what it is. You have the picture, the visual, the memory, what to taught, what is that. So now you can correlate just hearing the voice. You need not to listen to the video, but just put it in the car while you're driving, wherever you go, then listen this. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask in this thing, your feedback. You can write in the WhatsApp group or email, or you can, if you are not comfortable, you can just put it. Yeah, we don't have homework today. Okay. Yeah, Sundays, no homework, only classwork. Okay, let me just go over the chat if there is any questions. How do you call your husband in Tulu? Kandani. Okay. Kandani, yeah, that somebody answered. Okay. Okay, how do we greet someone during evening? Yeah. Okay, I mentioned it in the last Bayada Depulu. Bayada Solmelu. Okay. Edde means good, Eddepulu means good wishes. Okay. Bayada Eddepulu. But you can say always Bayada Solmelu. But Solmelu you can use any time of the day. Okay. Someone during the evening is still Solmelu. Yeah. You can say just Solmelu or Namaskar, or you can say Bayada Eddepulu. Baya means evening. Bayada means evenings. Eddepulu. Eddepulu means wishes. Okay. Okay. You can say somebody already replied. Okay, but already replied. Okay. Namaskar is more of a greeting than response. Okay, already. Yeah. Okay. Will you share the recording? Yeah, that I'll say your recording will be the. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, already replied. I think most of them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Other than thank you. It was a great first session. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Key is to practice. Okay. Yeah. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes man and a woman both perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we have answered all the questions already in this one. Okay, so if you still have anything, then please ask in the WhatsApp. Okay, so
I just have one last question. I mean,
yeah,
sorry,
sure, yeah.
So how do I say okay bye to you now? Okay, all right, bye. Thank you, thank you, bye. Yeah.
Okay. Simplest form is Solmelu.
Solmelu.
Solmelu. That is see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Solmelu.
Okay. And another thing, Sangeeta, yes, we are considering your request of time management. Yes, we are going to do that because today is the first day. We had to do some introduction about our Tulu Nadu. So it took little more time. And yes, and that is a good thing. Everyone, if you are having any noise, just please mute yourself. We are saying you to unmute, but if there is a noise, it should not disturb others, right? Please mute yourself.
Yeah.
And what is that? Making sure participants stay mute. Yeah, that is the only two things, right? Sangeeta, is there anything else?
No, you guys did lovely given how many people were on here and how difficult the content is.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you can say Solmelu or Ellathikkuga. Say like if it is night, you can say Ratreda Eddepulu. Ratreda. We will be learning this in the next classes. All those things. Okay. So you can say Solmelu. That means also Dhanyavada. It's goodbye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Heather, I like you made your daughter to sit there too. That is very nice.
we both can learn, so thank you very much.
Yes,
Appreciate
yes,
it.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your interest.
Bye. Solmelu.
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 Solmelu. Ellathikkuga.
Ellathikkuga.
Bye.
Bye.
ಅಮೆರಿಕಡೆ ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಬುದಿ ತಿಂಡೆ ಅಮೆರಿಕಡೆ ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಬುದಿ ತಿಂಡೆ ಅಖಿಲ ಅಮೇರಿಕ ತುಳುವರೆ ಕೂಟಂದೆ ಅಮೆರಿಕಡೆ ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಬುದಿ ತಿಂಡೆ ಅಮೆರಿಕಡೆ ಒಂಜಿ ತುಳುಕೂಟ ಬುದಿ ತಿಂಡೆ ಅಖಿಲ ಅಮೇ